Can you tell our
Yeah.
audience a little bit about what this process actually is, how it works?
The sketches that I submitted to you guys, I kind of do them quick because there's nothing that I can really do to truly convey how this is going to look. Even the drawings that you show on the linoleum, they don't truly finally represent it. But I do these sketches to kind of say, hey, these are the compositions I'm thinking about. This is the clear like balance of dark and light, right? Which are the two main factors I use in my work. And thankfully, you guys are able to interpret because
Yeah.
there are some companies that need me to do a lot more refining before they'll entertain them. And but yeah, so then what I do is on the right there, you'll see that's linoleum. So linoleum's like this leathery material. And I draw with Sharpies, you know, or India ink brushes sometimes, like the Pentels for like small details to still keep like an organic feel. And these Faber-Castell white markers, they go over. And then I just kind of block out mostly is what this is. It's kind of like this is like tight for me, I would say, for a drawing. And everything has to be done in reverse. Everything has to be illustrated in reverse, which for the image itself is not too big of a deal, but for text it can be challenging. And so once I kind of have it at a place where I feel like this is going to represent the carving, it's going to be better as a carving and a print, but it's at least representative of it. That's when I shoot it back to you guys and go, hey, let me know any changes you guys want to see. Because once we start carving, the only changes can be done are digital changes, and then you don't really get the true thing. So at this point, you guys were gracious enough to bless it and let me go forward. So I started to carve, and I have the carving here. I'll show it you. So yeah, this is actually the carving. You can see the scale of it. It's a roughly 18 by 24 image, and you can see it's like this like burlap material on the back, and then it's kind of like this leathery material on the front, and then everything that's black hasn't been carved. Everything that's this tan color has been carved away, and it creates this relief, like you're saying, like a relief sculpture, like making a giant stamp, basically, right? Mm. And so then I lay it flat on a table, like that one back there, roll ink, and then I put paper on it, run it through a little press I have here in the studio, and then pull the paper off, and that's the print. That's the artwork that gets used. Then I photograph and send to you guys, etc. And so same, and here's the actual print. So you can see it's a 1-to-1 but reverse, right? So this is printed on a paper that's called Lakta. It's from Nepal. I import it from Nepal, and it's handmade. Sometimes it's got little fibers or particles of tree pulp and plant pulp. Sometimes it's got insects, and sometimes I can leave the insects embedded. It's kind of cool, and sometimes they're really sticking out, so I got to pull them out. But it kind of makes a really beautiful, nice handmade item. The paper's handmade, the art's handmade, and because, like I said, I can run prints of them. When I sell them, you get a handmade item. So, like, if you wanted to buy an original piece of art that was used for a comic cover, we know that those are pricey items. I can sell them a little less expensive because I can make multiples and I can recoup my money differently there. So it kind of democratizes that as well. And as someone who went to conceptual art school, which was very exclusive, I've always been on a journey to make it more inclusive, right? How do you get handmade items to people?